Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Monday, November 23rd, 2015. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. A consultation with female parliamentarians was held today, Monday, November 23rd, to discuss the Caribbean Institute for Women in Leadership Sewell Strategic Plan. The consultation, which was held at the Mount Nevis Hotel, was chaired by Clerk of the Nevis Island Assembly, Shamika Maloney, and received welcome remarks from Sewell Coordinator Uname Gordon.
I want to thank Minister Brandy Williams for the excellent collaboration in really getting this meeting together and insisting that we have the meeting in Nevis. We recognize that in developing the strategic plan for Sewell, which is the 2015 to 2020 strategic plan, which is supported by the UN Women, we could not have a one-size-fits-all plan, and so we wanted to have the conversation with the women across the region so that we could, as we move forward and as you tell us what you want us to do, we could customize the interventions in the country. This strategic plan, therefore, will build on the work that we have done in the past 10 years since we were launched. And now we will see our efforts touching women in leadership. First, women in politics, women in public life, women in business.
The topics discussed by the facilitators were women's political participation in governance and sustainable development, women's political participation in the policy development discourse, and the Sewell Strategic Plan. The delegates also participated in a group discussion on increasing and enhancing women's political participation in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Your presence here this morning is an indication that you are serious in terms of charting the way for all women and charting a successful path. In this era, when women are being sidelined and to some degree held back, you are saying that it's time for us to forge ahead. And we are doing so starting today. I am hoping that this session will be one that is interactive. I am hoping that at the end of this day, we will have a document moving forward that will help us to make all workings in St. Kitts Nevis as sustainable as possible.
The Honorable Vance Amory welcomed the delegates in his capacity of Premier of Nevis.
There is no question that the intellectual capacity, the knowledge, the level of compassion which reside in our females could make a difference in our leadership and policy making in the region. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you who are visiting from outside of St. Kitts and Nevis, if you're there, or those of you who are part of the organization, the Sewell organization, to this one-day seminar here in Nevis. And trust that your discussions, your deliberations will provide the kind of guidance to, not just to yourselves, but to us as other political leaders. I wish you a very successful discussion today. And may God guide your thinking and give you wisdom to go with the vision so that you can come to a solution and conclusions which will guide the future of our Caribbean area in leadership in politics.
The consultation culminated with a press conference which took place this afternoon. The Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, NHLDC, in collaboration with the Public Works and Nevis Water Departments, has commenced construction of a road which will benefit the residents of Garner's Estate in the St. James area. So noted Chairman of the NHLDC, Minister the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, when he gave a recent update on ongoing projects that are managed by the corporation.
And for those who are not too certain about where exactly we are at the top of Newcastle, Scarborough area. And this area was sold some years ago to persons who wanted to own a piece of land on the island of Nevis. So back in 2011, thereabout, this road was prepped, or it was dug out and prepped to some extent to be constructed, but it was never done. And we've had many showers over the years that would have caused the road to deteriorate to a point where it was almost impassable. Most of the persons who would have constructed their homes here already would have had to navigate through some treacherous conditions and also driving on persons' properties to get to their homes. And we realize the importance of having this road constructed.
Minister Jeffers said he is happy to report that the road is being built.
Within the next couple of weeks, persons here in Ghana will be able to drive on a new surface, asphalt surface that is, and enjoy the amenities that go along with some of these beautiful homes that I'm seeing being constructed in the area thus far.
Minister Jeffers, who is also the Minister of Works and Public Utilities, spoke to the scope of the work which will be done in the immediate and the surrounding areas. Just
below us on the road that leads to, let's say, the Henvilles, and also many of us would know of Beholder, for example. He lives in the area just immediately below us. They will have some relief as well shortly. Plus, I must also say that more roads would have to be put in shortly as well, because we had just about 11 acres of land to the west of us here that we have sold about 4 acres of those land already, and persons are now ready to construct their home. So the infrastructure would have to be put in there as well, meaning road, water and electricity. So NEVLEC, the water department and public works would have to be re-engaged again shortly to get that done. We know from the area that we stand and higher up, there's quite a bit of water that comes down here, so there's some of those drainage issues will be addressed with the construction of this road. So I am pleased that the people here at Ghana's are going to have their relief. Chairman of the Nevis Housing and Land Development Corporation, Minister the Honorable Alexis Jeffers. Still to come.
We're here to introduce the 10 lovely contestants who will be taking part in these 2 shows. We have 4 contestants for the Miss Gingerama Swimwear, and we have 6 contestants for the Miss Gingerettes pageant.
The details after this break.
Hey, you know it's your groovy so come on king, your boy Speedy, and I'm here with the inline revenue department, and I love my side dish. And guess what? I also love Nevis too. And as a responsible taxpayer, your tax dollars help to build our nation. So I'm here to tell you, pay your taxes on time and be a responsible citizen. And don't get me wrong, it's a serious song. I pay my taxes. Boom!
Welcome back. Shakwaya Flanders was crowned Miss Sapphire 2015-2016 in the second annual Miss Sapphire swimsuit competition held at Lime Beach Bar on a Saturday, November 21st. At the well-attended competition, Flanders won 2 of 3 segments, namely the 1- and 2-piece swimsuits dubbed Fire and Coal and Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, respectively. The first runner-up position in the Miss Sapphire swimsuit competition went to Chelsea Liburd. Cranston won the Best Sapphire Wear segment in her piece dubbed Ocean Fantasy. The other participants were Tishel Sutton and Patricia Clark. The competition was sponsored by Carib Breweries, St. Kitts and Nevis Limited, Flow, and Lime Beach Bar and Tours. Meanwhile, the Gingerama Committee on Saturday, November 21st, revealed the contestants for the two pageants it will host as part of the December 17th to 20th Community Festival. Felicia Liburd has the details.
The contestants for the 2015 Gingerama Swimsuit Competition and Miss Gingerette Pageant were launched on Saturday, November 21st at Market Shop in Gingerland. The Gingerama Swimsuit Competition consists of 4 participants, namely Zena Hyman, Marlencia Hanley, Tarika Brown, and Tamarel Brown.
I am your contestant number 1, 20-year-old Marlencia Hanley. Come on out on December the 18th to witness 4 stunning young ladies, including myself, vie for the title of Miss Gingerama 2K15, 2K16.
My name is Tarika Brown, 21 years old, from the beautiful village of Maynard's Ground. I am 24-year-old Tamarel Brown, contestant number 4 in this first ever hosted Miss Gingerama competition.
The contestants for the Miss Gingerette pageant are Sateria Orr, Shante Hendrickson, Dequane Brown, Divonique Liburd, Jamila Brown, and Tikali Edwards.
From the tranquil village of River Path, I am 11 years old, Sateria Orr, here to revive your culture and preserve your heritage.
Hailing from Zion, I am 9-year-old Shantae Jackson. Come on out and support me at the Miss Gingerette show.
Reviving our culture, sustaining our heritage. Good afternoon, everyone. I am your vibrant 7-year-old Dequane Brown, representing Hanley's Ward in this year's Miss Gingerette pageant.
Hailing from the beautiful village of Hagsines, I am the vivacious and energetic 9-year-old Divonique Liburd. Join me and 5 other beauties vie for the title of Miss Gingerette 2050.
My name is Jamila Brown. I am 10 years old and my village is Maynard's Ground.
My name is Tikali Edwards. I am hailing from the village of Stony Hill. Come out and support me on December 20th.
Chairperson of the Gingerama Committee is Mr. Eric Evelyn.
We decided not to have too many activities as we're starting back after a 13-year hiatus, and we decided we want to do things that we can manage and do things that can be properly executed. Of course, from next year, we'll be having a lot more activities. So we're inviting members of the general public to come out and support our activities for Gingerama 2015.
The launch of the contestants was followed by a motorcade through Gingerland into Charlestown and culminated in Gingerland at the Ginger Roots Snacket. The Gingerama swimsuit competition will be hosted on Friday, December 18th at the Gingerama venue, while the Miss Gingerette pageant is scheduled to take place on Sunday, November 20th, 2015. The theme for this year's Gingerama Festival is Reviving Our Culture, Preserving Our Heritage. I am Fredicia Librod reporting.
Thanks, Fredicia. And that brings us to the end of tonight's presentation of the Nevis Newscast. Thank you for viewing. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson.